Let's unmask the truth about self love. What is good, everybody? How are y'all doing tonight? I know it is 4th of July Eve. How many of y'all are actually going to celebrate tonight? I know Dr. Umar Johnson said that he did not want the Black community to celebrate the 4th of July. Instead, we need to be celebrating Juneteenth. And I'm just wondering how many of you all celebrated this weekend or are going to celebrate tonight or tomorrow night? I we really don't do it's not a huge thing for us. We usually grill, get together, and then we watch the fireworks in the neighborhood. Everybody has the fireworks going. And so it's we won't be doing much. I don't know. Maybe it's a big thing for your family. Let me know in the comments section what you are doing to celebrate 4th of July. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast with Texas Brown Sugar. Yes, I am trying to sweeten up your life with life hacks, cleaning solutions, as well as this podcast. I am trying to share my wisdom and knowledge with you all so we can both sweeten up our lives. Um, Also, today, we'll get to talk about it later, is Crown Day. So happy Crown Day to all of my beautiful family. Today we will toast, and again, I'm so caught up in this new trying to get used to my new setting, camera setup and computer setup. I have forgotten my drink again, but I normally toast every evening that I go live to something. And tonight we are toasting to self acceptance. Now, I'm not going to put my hands up because that's bad luck. It's not a good look when you toast, but we are cheers to self acceptance. And y'all, what do y'all think of my background? Like, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. We a work in progress. But I'm trying to get it together. I thought the black background last week was kind of plain, so trying to do something different. My lighting, it's a little jacked up because I got my hat on today. Yeah, it's a bad hair day, so we just gonna hide it underneath this hat right here. So anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. Y'all know I like to talk about current events. And some of the current events today, y'all, I promise, I have never seen such. I never would have thought I would have seen all of this in in never. But first, let's talk about before we get to our main topic, let's talk about flying cars. Yes, fam, we're talking about flying cars. In 2025, the company, what's that called? Their name is Alif Alif Aeronautics. They are currently testing out an electric flying car. Now, this car it will be sold in 2025, which is not too far from now. Like legit, it's coming up. and they are selling this car for $300,000. Wild. I know. I y'all know me, like we discussed last week. I don't do a experimental. I need y'all to get the bugs out. Let's do 1.0 and then get the bugs out and holler at me when we get to like 3.0. But if you're interested, this car has a range of 200 miles driving and flying 110 miles. Now, that's very impressive. And they just received approval from the FAA to actually test this out. Kind of scary, y'all. I don't know. I a flying car. Whew, as the infamous Free and his crew says, "Mm, I am culturally unavailable for this. I this is not for me." But again, this may be for somebody else. I don't know. Lily said, she says, what did she say? She said, "Didn't people learn with the submarine?" Shake my head. I agree. I don't know. But there's always someone who wants to be the first, wants to say, "Hey, I did it first." Not me. Uh Miss me with that. uh Y'all, it is Crown Day. Yes, July 3rd has been um commemorated as Crown Day. And on this day, California being the first to acknowledge the Crown Act, which essentially it protects you from wearing your natural hair in work environments as well as K through 12 and charter schools. So I know a while back there were a lot of issues in the school with, and also in the workplace, with people wearing their natural hair, wearing dreads. I know a lot of team members and companies went to HR and were banning, said that you couldn't wear your natural afro, but they have enacted the Crown Act, and we celebrate wearing our beautiful crown on today, July 3rd. So, everyone, happy Crown Day. Oh, y'all, I know we had a short discussion about the young woman that was fighting in the Chicago restaurant, and her son shot and killed the man that was uh punching his mother. And there was a lot of outroar whether or not it was justified, which it was. Um and she and her son, 14-year-old son at that, were released from jail, and now she is pressing charges. They recently had the gentleman who was beating on this woman and subsequently died as a result. They had his funeral. Must I say that in true fashion, it was very interesting. And I don't know about y'all, but I'll let y'all be the judge of this. And tell me what you think. So here we have a beautiful picture of a family member of Jeremy Brown, the young man um who passed away. And his family members are calling him Knockout King. They have, in true fashion, I don't know why we as Black people always have to put our family members on t-shirts when they die. But they have t-shirts printed with his face and they're calling him the Knockout King. Now, I find that quite funny that he's the Knockout King, but yet he passed away. Is he truly still the Knockout King? Apparently, he had hands. He didn't knock out the young woman, but he ended up dying as a result of it. And y'all, this is kind of pitiful. I am in no way condoning fighting. In no way would I ever condone and advertise Knockout King. Like this young man is dead. He's gone. He's expired. He's no longer with us. And they're celebrating this. They're celebrating that he was a knockout king. I don't know. Maybe I am too sensitive. Y'all tell me, what are your thoughts of the family members calling him Knockout King and celebrating his life as being the Knockout King? And subsequently, what he's being known for is how he expired. Very interesting, I must say. Yeah. um, Not me, but everybody's different, right? All right, let's move on to the next topic at hand. Y'all, it is today we are talking about self-love. As many of you are, I'm sure you're aware, if not, recently a young woman, from the sounds of it, this was a beautiful young woman. She was the girlfriend and mother of DC Young Fly, who is a comedian. He is premiered on Wild and Out, and also is it the 65 Boys, 65 South? He a part of a group of guys who are comedians. And Miss Jacky O is her name. She's a model. She met her boyfriend, DC Young Fly, on the show Wild and Out. And she recently passed away from reported mommy surgery, mommy makeover surgery. For those of you who don't know, mommy makeover is essentially where you are getting plastic surgery to enhance your chest if they are sagging, pulling them up, and your midsection if you have a faux pas. Now, they are saying that she reportedly passed away because of complications from the mommy makeover surgery, and is very sad. It's heart-wrenching to hear this. This is near and dear to my heart because I have had a family member who passed away due to plastic surgery as well. And so I know and have seen it firsthand, the effects of plastic surgery and some of the side effects. And sadly enough, Jacky was reported and recorded on a podcast that she struggled with getting her makeover the natural way versus through surgery. And here's a clip of her saying this.
Way more convenient for me.
Now that was around January.
Right.
We're now in June, July area. So it's been about 6 months. Are you where you want to be physically with your body? And
I'm aware I want to be, in terms of my weight, I had given myself a goal weight. I wanted to be back to my pre-pregnancy weight, which
Beautiful young lady. And nobody had anything bad to say about her. She was beautiful in and out.
I definitely got to my pre-pregnancy weight, so shout out to my trainer for helping me achieve that goal. So now I just want to tone up. I want to be like super tight, and I want abs, and it just sucks because I see girls don't really have to go work out. They just go get surgery and stuff, and I'm over here like, fuck, I'm trying to do it naturally. Shit.
I see.
Yeah, competition with those girls.
Competition with those girls. And tonight, I want to discuss the ugly truths of self love. Now, I too struggled with postpartum snapback, is what they're calling it. I didn't even know it was a word for it. Postpartum snapback. I struggled with it with my second child for 3 years. And if we want to be transparent, if I want to be transparent, I am still struggling with that. uh, I'm not where I really want to be, but I I am still confident in myself. Again, maybe her lifestyle was different because she is a model and she feels as if this mommy makeover is what she needed in order to continue with her career, with her job. I To each his own. And I say that there's an ugly truth because there's a lot of people out there who want to give self love advice, and they often ignore the many complex reasons why someone might struggle with self worth or self acceptance. How many of you in the comments have seen, oh, in the stores, oh, let's get some bubble bath, a candle, get in a tub, and let's do self-care. Ever since pandemic, everything is self-care. And it is like a marketing ploy. Oh, self-care. Just jump in a tub with bubble bath, candles, and some nice sensual music and some affirmations, and you'll be fixed. You'll be healed. But it's not addressing the root cause. Why is it that we have issues with loving ourselves? Being kinder to and more accepting of yourself is important for both your mental well being as well as healthy relationships. That's key that we realize that it's not just a mental well being, but if we can't love ourselves, how can we, in a healthy way, love someone else? And what is the saying that you can't help someone else if you can't help yourself? And the same goes for self-love. If you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else? Let me know in the comments if you agree. Type agree or a fist if you agree that you truly have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. Another key thing I think we are missing when we throw these self-love, what do I want to call it, advice with self-love acronyms, affirmations, is that we expect it to work overnight. Like we're supposed to jump out that tub with the bubble bath and the music, And we are magically healed. We are magically self-accepting of ourselves because now we're clean and we smell good and we've woosah. No, it don't work like that. It doesn't happen overnight. Not at all. Just like any habit, accepting and being kinder to ourselves takes practice. Yes, those affirmations, I am beautiful inside and out, and you repeat it. There's a reason why you repeat it because you are repeating these affirmations, hoping that it becomes this thought process becomes a habit. Another thing I wanted you all to keep in mind with self love, it's not about perfection. You don't have to be perfect to be loved by other people, let alone loved by yourself. I struggle with that a lot, no lie. I I am someone who likes everything perfect. I am again, God is working on me. And my cousin tells me all the time, like, TBS, it doesn't have to be, perfect. Just do it. And the same way with self love, you don't have to be perfect. Again, this is a process. This is a whole process to be able to love your imperfections. Love that you're not perfect, that you are a work in progress. Think about it. We love our friends and our family despite all of their faults. But we find it so hard to love our own faulty selves. I'm going to say that again. We love our friends and family despite all of the many things that they do, that they say, that don't align with our thoughts, that hurt us, but yet and still we still love them. So why can't we love ourselves in the same way? It's hard. But we're not perfect, and we don't have to be perfect. Love the fact that I don't have big lips. I love big lips. I don't have big lips, but I love my little flat lips anyway. I will straight put some lip liner to make it a little bit bigger, but I'm learning to love everything that I don't like about myself because that makes me unique. That makes me TBS. And a lot of times with self-love and self-acceptance, we need to validate our thoughts and our feelings. Just like I do with my kids. So my kids get upset and they boo and cry. And I tell them, hey, it's okay to cry. And let's figure out what we need to do so that you are not crying. Validate your feelings. Know that it's okay to cry. Know that it's okay to be upset. Know that it's okay that you're not perfect. Know that it's okay that you think that you are this ugly person. But I also need you to practice your self acceptance of that. Accept the fact that, yes, these are my thoughts, and I'm going to work to improve them. I acknowledge that I may not be perfect. I'm going to work on it. I acknowledge that it makes me sad that I am comparing myself, that I am on social media looking at all of these people with these snapbacks, but I'm a work in progress. I'm going to get there. So instead of constantly berating yourself for your thoughts, acknowledge them. Stop berating yourself for what you should have or you could have differently. Let's move forward. Hey, let's move forward. Let's not keep hounding on what we could have done, what we could do differently. We also need to identify the wisdom that you have gained from that situation, whatever it may be. Let's identify that, yes, I am not in the perfect shape. I may not look like what I want to, but guess what? I learned that I need to do more cardio if I want to get into that snapback position. Let's learn from the situation. In the comment section, let me know what, and if you are able to and be transparent, what is it that you don't like about yourself, whether it be physically, spiritually, or emotionally? Me, physically, I got a fupa. Yes, baby. I cannot get rid of it, but I acknowledge I need to do some cardio to get rid of it. And I need to get right with my meals. I just haven't done it. But I acknowledge that I'm not happy with it. It's painful to address, to say out loud, but I know I have to identify. I have to understand and acknowledge that this is how I feel about it. Also, is what could be an issue with self-love is that it can be emotionally painful. But the story that we keep telling ourselves is a lot of the times the main reason why we continue to suffer. What is it that you are telling yourself that makes you think or that makes you love yourself less? Are you on Instagram telling yourself, oh, I should be looking like this? Or, oh, how did she look like that? Do the same plan that I did, and I don't look like that. And see, social media is going to get a lot of folks in trouble. Y'all do know there are apps that will make your waist thinner. I have seen people use them. They will not put their true selves, put no filter. They always have to have a filter and use this app that will cinch up. Yeah, real talk. There is an app that will make your behind bigger and your stomach tight. So not everything you see is the truth. A lot of people out there capping. What regrets do you have? What other negative thoughts are seeping in that make you think about these painful events? Look at the facts. Is there any evidence against these thoughts? Maybe you don't look the way that you want to, but it doesn't mean that you are fat, not to be confused with PHAT. I know a lot of y'all youngins out there may not know what I'm so dating myself, PHAT, but I'm talking about the FAT, the fat. Baby, you look beautiful. Who's telling you that you're fat? Who's around you? Look at the facts. Look at the scale. Maybe you're not fat. Where are the thoughts coming from? Are you on Instagram comparing yourself? Are these family members? Again, identify where these stories are coming from. Who are you talking to? And a lot of times we internalize the voice of a hypercritical parent. Yes, we have to acknowledge that our family members are not perfect. Our parents weren't perfect. I ain't gonna lie, for a long time, I thought my parents did no wrong. No wrong. As I got older, I realized they're not perfect. And how Free mentioned this last week, how our parents parent us is a result of how they were parented. And of course, they learned and possibly applied different parenting styles, but maybe it's a hypercritical parent. Oh, you look a little fat in that dress. Do you want to change it? Like, identify who is telling you this and be real. We may need to separate ourselves from these people. If this is your friends, hey, some of our family members, maybe we need to separate ourselves, pull away from them. Say, hey, I just need some me time. And work on you. Identify where these thoughts are coming from. And if you feel like you are improving with that person not being around, maybe you need to separate or reduce your time around them. Not everybody is meant for you. I learned that through my good friend. She said, not everybody is for me. And I get it. Who wants these negative people around who constantly berate you, who constantly put you down? And another source of that we need to address that we don't always talk about is that the marginalized or the historically oppressed people, a lot of my fam, we have self-love, self-acceptance issues because a lot of us are internalizing societal messages that are telling us that we are not valuable. And even if you don't believe that, and even if you don't believe these messages that people are telling you, whether it be on social media or in the workplace, you are always trying to outperform. There's a pressure on you to disprove them. I am better. I am good at what I do. Not because of this color of my skin, but because I'm just that bad person. I'm that bad girl. That's me. And you may be pressured to disprove them. And so it's important that we sit and we learn more about who we are. Self-love. How can you learn to love yourself if you don't spend time with yourself? I used to hate, I mean, hate with a passion, going to the movies by myself, sitting at a dinner table by myself. as I got older and did a lot of traveling with my job, I learned to enjoy that time. I learned to spend more time with me because that is how I learned who I was. Ladies and gents, we need to avoid giving our time and our energy to these people who we feel are negative, whether they be our parents, friends, or our partners. These people may be triggers of you're feeling unworthy. There we go with that word, triggers. Last week we had a lot of trigger words. And we may have parents, friends, spouses who trigger feelings of unworthiness. Identify that. Identify that and have a sit down with them. You cannot continue to give your time and your energy to these people if you are triggered with feelings of unworthiness. You are more than that. You are worthwhile. Self-love, self-acceptance is a worthwhile pursuit. It is working on your mental well-being. And it is improving your relationships. Yeah, you think about it. You can improve your relationship by knowing and loving yourself. And your self-love and self-acceptance helps you to focus on your purpose in your life. Because, baby, you got a purpose. You have gifts that need to be shared with the world. How can you do that if you don't love yourself? If you don't know what your purpose is? Y'all, I am so this is my topic tonight, y'all. I mean, this was a topic I have been waiting to talk about because particularly as women, it is hard to love ourselves because we think we have to be perfect and we are always comparing ourselves. We have to stop that. We are unique. We are God-given gift. We have a purpose, babe. I see Ronaldo is in the building. He's saying shots fired. He says, I have got to have hard conversations as the speaker, be honest, as the listener, listen. Oh, we talked about active listening too last week. Yeah. And I said being active listener is hard to do. Very hard to do. But y'all, I appreciate you spending your time with me tonight. And yeah, we starting late trying to get my background. We're gonna have it looking, we're gonna get it crump right. Okay, next time. We're gonna get it right. I don't know. What do y'all think of my new background? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I don't know. I was trying to do something funky with the ferns. I don't know. Last week I had the black. I thought that was just so boring. So I try to switch it up on y'all. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna play around with this because I got, yeah, I told y'all I'm a perfectionist. I got to get it right. Uh, Thank you. She said she likes the ferns. Okay, we got a thumbs up on the ferns. We're going to see what I'll pull out next week. And y'all make sure y'all tune in next week because Free will be joining me again. Yes, I am so excited. We going to have so much for y'all. We have so much planned and I'm super excited about this. Um and I just thank y'all again for all of y'all support. If you have not had the opportunity to, make sure that you check me out on my social media. Um, Look, I can't even pull up the slide. Uh, I am on Twitter. I am on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I think I'm on almost everything at Texas Brown Sugar. And that is without the O in brown. Texas Brown Sugar without the O. Hit me up. I love to converse with you all. I love to see and talk about any and everything. I I just love to interact with you guys. I'm super excited that you guys are joining the platform. Please make sure that you hit the like button. That will help the algorithm, help share the love, help push this video out to those who really need it, those who could benefit. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you all, and I cannot wait for to see you guys next week. We will have, as always, a wonderful show, exciting. Again, Free will be joining, so make sure that you hit that bell so that you will be notified when we go live, and also to figure out what we're going to be talking about. Y'all have been great. Have a great, happy 4th of July. Have a great week, and we will see y'all next time.